During the most recent Father's Day, the legendary pop-rock queen Gwen Stefani found herself in the center of a flurry of love and support from her dedicated admirers. The No Doubt frontwoman and solo artist published a touching Instagram post in which she celebrated her husband, Blake Shelton, who is a country music success, as well as her father, Dennis Stefani, by posting a family portrait that exuded warmth and joy, with a straightforward caption that reads, "Happy Father's Day to the best husband, stepdad, and dad." Within the image, Gwen was seen beaming beside Blake, her three sons, Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo, as well as her parents, Dennis and Patty. The post also included the words, "We love you." The picture, which was a genuine snapshot of the mixed Stefani-Shelton household, was a demonstration of how closely they were connected to one another. On the other hand, just like with any other celebrity post, it didn't take long for the internet to unleash a mixture of praise and condemnation that was completely unfounded. Fans of Stefani, on the other hand, were quick to come to her defense, immediately flooding social media with words of support and putting an end to those who were critical of her with unwavering allegiance. Essentially, the portrait was a visual expression of affection for the family. When Gwen was standing next to Blake, who was wearing his traditional cowboy hat and smiling broadly, she was dressed in her usual daring style, which consisted of a vivid plaid blouse that was tucked into high-waisted trousers. All of the children, ranging from preteens to young adults, were beaming with joy and appeared to be taking pleasure in the situation. Putting the finishing touches on the portrait of love that spans multiple generations, Dennis, the proud grandpa, stood strong alongside Patty. The genuineness of the moment was quickly recognized and appreciated by devotees. The following is a comment made by an Instagram user. "This family portrait really makes me happy. You can sense the love that is being shown on the screen. Gwen and Blake are goals," according to another writer. "What a true family looks like is one that is messy, beautiful, and full of emotion all at the same time." A large number of people liked the post within a short period of time. Nevertheless, the internet, as is so frequently the case, had its fair number of critics. There were some individuals who were dissatisfied with the fact that Gavin Rossdale, who was Gwen's ex-husband and the father of her three sons, was not present at the Father's Day homage. Notable remarks such as, "Where is Gavin? Both he's their real dad," and "Shady to leave him out" started to appear, which sparked a heated dispute between the two groups. Others criticized the composition of the photograph or questioned the authenticity of Gwen's caption, accusing her of putting up a perfect image for the purpose of gaining prominence. Despite the fact that these comments were made by a small percentage, they were sufficient to infuriate Gwen's fiercely loyal audience, who were not going to allow their idol to be undermined. The supporters came together with a vengeance on. "Gwen does not owe anyone an explanation for celebrating the men in her life," wrote one user on the forum she frequents. "She has a rock in Dennis, and Blake has been an incredible stepfather to her. Free her from death." Another person joined in and said, "The hatred directed toward Gwen's post about Father's Day is so fabricated. Rather than deleting anyone, she is paying tribute to her family. You all need to take a deep breath." This feeling was reflected across Instagram as followers flooded the comment area with remarks such as, "Ignore the haters, Gwen," as well as heart emojis. A picture like this is everything. In the process of converting the message into a viral celebration of love and resiliency, the overwhelming positivity was able to drown out the negative statements. One of the reasons why the fans' defense was so effective was because of their profound connection to Gwen's struggle. Over the course of several decades, Stefani has been a transparent individual, revealing both her achievements and her failures through her music and her public character. From the time she was a member of No Doubt until the present day, she has been open and honest about a variety of topics, including her divorce from Rossdale and her unexpected relationship with Shelton. Fans have watched her transform from a skate-punk rebel to a glamorous pop diva to a down-to-earth mom and wife, and as a result, they have come to view her as more than just a celebrity. She is a figure that is relatable and has gracefully navigated the difficulties of life. According to a tweet from a fan, Gwen has been through so much. It is acceptable the distinctive dynamic that exists within Gwen and Blake's blended family. Since the pair tied the knot in 2021, they have been open and honest about the difficulties and pleasures that come with being co-parents. Blake, who does not have any biological children of his own, has enthusiastically embraced his job as a stepfather, and he frequently gushes about Gwen's sons in interviews. According to an interview he gave to People magazine earlier this year, "Those boys are my world. I had no idea that I could love children in such a big way." Gwen, on the other hand, has lauded Blake's willingness to be patient and humorous, and she has credited him with delivering stability to their family following her high-profile breakup with Rosdale. Fans recognize the photo that was created for Father's Day as a wonderful monument to second chances, and it was a public acknowledgement of the love that existed between the two of them. There was a particularly strong emotional response to the fact that Gwen Stefani was included in the announcement. Gwen has frequently discussed the impact that her father has had on her life, characterizing him as a consistent and encouraging presence throughout her entire existence. She referred to him as "my hero" in an interview that took place in the year 2020, recalling how he had inspired her creative endeavors from an early age. "Love that you included your dad, Gwen," one fan commented, expressing their appreciation for the fact that this was acknowledged. "What a wonderful sight it is to watch him with his entire family." The fact that the photograph was taken by people of different generations struck a chord with many people, who interpreted it as a reminder of the significance of paying tribute to all of the father figures in one's life. Gwen's post on Father's Day stood out as a ray of sunshine in the midst of the chaos that was occurring on the internet. Despite the fact that the criticism was intense for a short period of time, it was ultimately minor in comparison to the outpouring of affection from supporters. Their rapid defense was not just about a single Instagram image. Rather, it was about preserving a lady who has been a cultural icon for more than 3 decades. Gwen's ability to avoid being scrutinized while remaining authentic to who she is has always been a cornerstone of her appeal, and this particular moment was no exception to that rule. The post had received over 1.5 million likes and hundreds of comments by the time the day came to a close, and followers continued to share screenshots and edits across various social media platforms. She did not explicitly address the people who were critical of her, as is typical of Gwen Stefani. The love, on the other hand, was allowed to speak for itself. She then uploaded a follow-up story a few days later, which included a candid photo of Blake and the boys laughing together, and she captioned the photo with the phrase, "My heart is full." The message was unmistakable. Gwen was unfazed, surrounded by affection, and centered on the happiness that she had inside her family. Her supporters, who have always been devoted to her, inundated the post with further support, demonstrating once more that their faith is just as enduring as her legacy. This Father's Day, Gwen Stefani posted a picture on her Instagram account, but it was more than just a picture. It was a celebration of love, resilience, and the unbreakable bond that she shares with her followers. "Gwen's family portrait is a statement," said one user, summing up the situation well. "The truth is that she is living it, and we are here to support her." As a result, the internet moved on, but the love that people had for Gwen Stefani continued to burn hotter than it ever had before.